The whispers in the walls. It had been a long, exhausting week for Lily, who had just moved into a small, seemingly perfect cottage tucked away on the edge of a forgotten village. It was the kind of place that seemed straight out of a postcard: green fields, a winding stream, and the solitude she craved. The house was old, though, much older than she had expected. Its wooden beams creaked with every gust of wind, and the floors groaned under her footsteps. The first night, she couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. She dismissed it as nothing more than her nerves adjusting to the new surroundings. But by the second night, the feeling deepened. At exactly 2 a.m., she heard the first whisper. It was faint at first, just a soft murmur, like a breath brushing against her ear. Lily shot up in bed, heart racing. The room was still, but there was something off. She shook her head, trying to shake the unease, but then the whisper came again, louder this time, clear as day. "Help me." Lily's blood ran cold. She threw the covers aside, her feet hitting the cold floor with a sharp thud. She scanned the room, but there was nothing, just shadows stretching long across the walls from the flickering candlelight. The next night, the whispers grew bolder. This time, they came from the walls. At first, she thought it was her imagination, but as the sounds grew more distinct, guttural, pleading, she knew it was something else. Something alive. Lily found herself drawn to the wall in the corner of the room. The whispers were unmistakable now, like 1,000 voices whispering in unison, calling her name. Her mind raced as she pressed her ear to the cold, splintered wood. "Help me! Let me out!" the voice croaked. Panic gripped her. Was someone trapped behind the walls? Was it a prank? She rushed to the old, weathered door that led to the cellar. The key was in the drawer, but the door was locked, and it felt like it hadn't been opened in years. She grabbed a crowbar from the garage and returned to the room, her breath shallow with dread. With each strike of the bar, the wall splintered, revealing a dark, narrow space behind it. And then she saw it. A pair of hollow, glassy eyes stared back at her from the shadows. A gaunt, pale figure slumped against the wall. Its mouth moved, but no sound came out. Lily stumbled backward, her heart pounding in her chest. The figure slowly reached a skeletal hand toward her, and the room went cold. A voice, no longer a whisper, but a loud, guttural growl, filled the space. "You're mine now." Lily ran. She didn't stop. She didn't look back, but as she crossed the threshold of the door, she swore she heard one last whisper. "Welcome home." From that night on, the house was silent. No more whispers, no more shadows. But Lily never saw the walls the same again. She always felt them watching, breathing, waiting. And she never stayed in one room for too long, because some things, once freed, never let go.